औरत लोग के साथ मेरे जमता नहीं
तो क्या मेरे साथ जमता है?
हाँ
Hindi is a market that I'd like to tap because it's all of India and it's a wider audience, and every actor likes to have his work appreciated by more people. And that seems like a temptation always for any South Indian actor. And I think instead of just numbers, I've been getting offers, but instead of just going ahead and doing every film that comes my way, I want to wait like how I waited for David and I was able to give a pleasant surprise to the audience in the theatre. I want to wait, and it may be just a few weeks or maybe a few years, but whenever I do my Hindi film, it'll again be something very special. When everybody else is doing a regular movie, I will always try to do something which is not one of them, and I try to do that. Every time I've had success because I was doing something different or because I changed myself. I would like to do the same thing with Hindi. Hindi, it's not about the money at all. A long struggle to become an actor in the first place, and then whatever, I became a star. But David is, like I told you, my visiting card, and I feel that I've been getting quite a few calls, and I'm going to listen to scripts. I'm getting a lot of calls on that, so I think I'll be doing more Hindi films at shorter intervals now. Hi, this is Vikram, and you're watching me on biscoot.com. I think for me it was a long struggle to become an actor in the first place, and then whatever, I became a star. For me, I think even today I'm still an actor more than anything else, which is why I try to stay away from doing regular films and try to do something very different each time. It is so different, but it's so enjoyable. And I'm so glad that my work was appreciated, and it still is. See, I'm doing very well down south. I have very good scripts. I have money, or the directors, or the scripts. Everything is working to my favor. But Hindi is a market that I'd like to tap because it's all of India and it's a wider audience, and every actor likes to have his work appreciated by more people. But I feel that in Hindi, apart from this factor of having a wider appeal and audience, there's also the fact that you'll have more scripts happening, you'll have script writers, you have very interesting scripts, and that seems like a temptation always for any South Indian actor. Instead of just numbers, I've been getting offers, but instead of just going ahead and doing every film that comes my way, I want to wait like how I waited for David and I was able to give a pleasant surprise to the audience in the theatre. I want to wait, and it may be just a few weeks or maybe a few years, but whenever I do my Hindi film, it'll again be something very special, something very close to my heart. The fish was the only one like I could have for dinner later, but I think working with Tabu and Isha was itself quite an experience. I think Tabu is wonderful as a co-star. She's a fantastic actor, and I really respect her and her work a lot. And Isha was a surprise for me, and I was like first looking at her and I realized she's got a very angelic face and she suited the character so well. She worked very hard for the role, and I felt the chemistry between Isha and me and Tabu and me was really, really interesting in the movie, and that's one of the highlights of my character. Actually, yeah, he wanted me to do Neil's role. Neil is not yet there in the movie. And I loved the script, and I said, yeah, sure thing, we'll do it. It's really exciting because I wanted to be this guy in London, and it's period, it's black and white and all that. Neil's character was almost like, it's a tough character again, and people will see me like a toughie and being very cold, and Neil did a fantastic job. I wanted to do something which is so very different from that, which is what I thought, and then I think my gamble paid off. I'm there in the film and I have a market in the south, they want to dub it, but I don't think audience there will react to me in this character because it's a very different audience. This is a role I did specially for Hindi. It's nice. It's kind of what I expected when he told me the story, and through the editing he's been calling me and telling me of the response, and they liked this scene and they liked that scene, and that fellow was rolling on the floor with laughter, and he saw it 5 times and stuff like that. So I was getting this feedback constantly through the post-production. It's nice. It's really nice because I've not done a role like this even in the south, and it's nice to come to have a new. I was very excited about this because I've had my share of hits and flops in the south, and I've had these huge hits where I've had amazing response from the audiences, and then they like my character and they used to call me. And it's never happened to me in Hindi, and it's a totally new audience. Yes, they did see me in Aparajit. I've had a lot of good thing from that, but Ravan also, a lot of people had appreciated my work. But it's the first time that this is almost like a launch. When I did David, people kept asking me, why are you so excited about Feb 1st? It's just another movie. I said, no, it's going to be a Hindi film where people watch me in a role where I am a protagonist, and it's going to be me carrying the movie story forward. And I know I can't wait for them to see what I've done. So it has been very nice, and friends called me and said, you have to come to Bombay, come to the theatre to see the response. That's why I came this time. Then I thought, okay, let me meet up with all of you. And rare for multiplex audiences to react like this to an actor, and I feel very blessed, and I'd like to thank all of them for liking me and for liking what I've done in the film. I think that is the trend and the turn of masala films to be hot right now, but it could last another few months or another few years. It's easy to look to south and see, to take a film that's run well and just make it again in Bollywood on a larger scale and make it run is an easy way of thing. And because it's worked every time, I think every film that's been remade has been a hit. So they're just doing it, which is good. I think it's good for us also. But then these are all old films. We have moved away from that. I think we are no longer into masala, we're more into realistic cinema right now. The trend will keep changing, and I think now it's time for Bollywood to be in masala, and I'd love to do a masala film also in Bollywood. Let's see. When everybody else is doing a regular movie, I will always try to do something which is not run of the mill. I try to do, and every time I've had success because I was doing something different or because I changed myself. I would like to do the same thing with Hindi. Hindi, it's not about the money at all. And when I do the film, it will be because I love the film, and it's a film I would like to watch in a theatre. And I think there are amazing characters, and there is not many heroes, and I'm sure scripts, really good scripts, are going to land on my lap now after David. I think David is my visiting card in Hindi, and I really look forward to working in Hindi. I think all of them are beautiful, and all of them are so pretty, and all of them are very talented actresses here. And here I feel, but as an actor, seeing a fellow actor, I think people like Vidya Balan and Katrina and Kareena and Priyanka Chopra, all these people are really trying very hard to do something spectacular or different, and they're all actors that I've appreciated on screen. David is, like I told you, my visiting card, and I feel that I've already been getting quite a few calls, and I'm going to listen to scripts. I'm getting a lot of calls on that, so I think I'll be doing more Hindi films at shorter intervals now. David is a romantic, one of the most romantic roles I've ever done, and I'm looking forward. I love romance, I love comedy, I love fights, I can do hardcore performance, and at the same time I realized only after David that I can also do comedy. So thanks Bijoy for discovering that in me. So let's see.